When you see that very beautiful woman, learn to bounce your eyes right back off of it. As quick as your eyes draw to it, bounce your eyes right back off of it. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a saying that the Lord had given me, the Lord had showed me. Because I often hear people say that the grass is greener on the other side. Oh, no. Any of y'all ever heard that before?
Yes.
Lord showed me something. He said if you would just take time out and fertilize your own yard, huh?
Yeah.
If you would just take time out and throw some fertilizer down on your own yard,
yeah,
you'll have the greenest yard on the whole block.
Yes.
Take time out and fertilize your own yard, you'll have the greenest yard on the whole block. How many of y'all brothers want the greenest yard on the whole block? Huh?
Yeah.
I do. You want the greenest yard, Deacon?
Yes.
Huh?
Somebody else.
You got to fertilize your own yard. You got to fertilize your own yard. Brother Anthony was quick to throw up his hand. I want to.
Yeah.
You want the greenest yard? Fertilize it. Throw some fertilizer down on it.
Yeah.
Say, love thy neighbor as your own self. You're supposed to love your wife as your own self.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we know how the story went on.
Mm-hmm.
David tried to cover things up by sending Uriah, or bringing Uriah home first.
Yes.
Make him come home. Give him some alcohol, make him drunk. Have him go in and sleep with his wife. He'll never know the difference. He'll think that the baby is his. Mm-hmm. Uriah said, I can't do that. Mm-hmm. All my people are out there fighting the battle. Mm-hmm. So when he refused to come home, David sent word, said, put him on the front line, leave him there. And I want you all to fade back. Leave him there by himself. And I want you all to fade back, that he might die.
Yeah.
Word came back that exactly what David wanted to happen, it happened. They left him there on the strongest side. Faded back. And Uriah got killed. 26th verse of that same chapter said what?
Amen. And when the wife of Uriah heard that Uriah, her husband, was dead, she mourned for her husband.
She mourned for her husband. And what?
And when the morning was past,
David sent and fetched her to his house, and what?
And she became his wife.
She became his wife, and what?
And bare him a son.
And bare him a son. And bare him a son. But how did the Lord feel about it?
But the thing that David had done displeased.
This thing that David had done, that David may have thought that it was okay to do. But the thing that David had done, it did what?
Displeased the Lord.
It displeased the Lord. The next chapter in the 12th verse says what?
And the Lord sent Nathan unto Daniel.
Next chapter in the 12th verse.
Or the next.
Excuse me. Yeah, 12th chapter, 12th verse.
Oh, the 12th verse. For thou didst it secretly.
For thou didst it secretly. Everything that you think is done in secret is always an unseen eye.
Yes.
For thou didst it secretly, but what?
But I will do this thing before all Israel.
You did it so that nobody can see it, but I'm going to do this in front of all Israel. And what?
And before the sun.
And David said what?
And David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against the Lord. And Nathan said unto David, the Lord also have put away thy sin. Thou shalt not die.
14 says what?
Howbeit, because by this deed thou have given great occasion to the enemy of the Lord to blaspheme.
And what?
and child also that is born unto thee shall surely die.
So David realized his sin. And he repented. And the Lord also, as it said, hath put away thy sin. Thou shalt not die. Turn over to St. Luke, the 7th chapter. David, like this next person that we're going to talk about, was forgiven of much. And you find that when one is forgiven of much, they love much. St. Luke, the 7th chapter. Begin right there at the 36th verse. What does it say?
Amen. And one of the Pharisees desiring him that he would eat with him, and he went into the Pharisee's house and sat down to meat.
And
behold, a woman in the city which was a sinner, which she knew that Jesus sat at meat in the Pharisee's house,
did what?
brought an
Alabaster box.
alabaster box of ointment, and stood at his feet behind him, weeping.
Stood at the feet of Jesus?
Weeping.
Weeping. And what?
And began to wash his feet with tears.
Began to wash his feet with her tears. And what?
And did wipe them with the hairs of her head.
And these feet, she began to wipe with the hairs of her head. And what?
And kissed his feet.
And did what?
Kissed his feet.
And did what?
And kissed his feet.
And kissed. Now she washed his feet with her tears. She dried his feet with her hair. And after doing that, she kissed his feet. Remember what I said, he that is forgiven of much loveth much. It takes some serious love to be kissing somebody's feet. Ain't that right, Brother Anthony? It takes some serious love to be kissing somebody's feet. And what did it say?
And anointed them with the ointment.
And anointed them with the ointment. And what?
Now when the Pharisees which have bidden him saw it, he spake within himself, saying, this man, if he were
this
prophet,
this man, if he truly was a prophet, would have done what?
Would have known what manner of woman this is that toucheth him.
He would have known that who this lady is that is doing all this to him.
Yes.
For what?
For she is a sinner.
For she is a sinner. This man's supposed to be a prophet. This is what the Pharisee was saying. This man's supposed to be a prophet, talking about Jesus. And he's letting this lady do all this to him. And she's a sinner. And what did it say?
And Jesus answered and said unto him,
Jesus answering said unto him, what?
Simon, I have somewhat.
I got something to say to you, Simon. I got something to say to you, Simon. And he said what?
And he said, Master, say on.
Master, say on. And what did he say?
There was a certain creditor which had 2 debits. The one owed 500 pence, and the other 50.
The other 50, and what?
And when they had nothing to pay, he frankly forgave them both.
Now here it is. There was 2 people that had owed money unto the creditor. And the creditor just decided, I'm going to go ahead and erase both of you all's debt. You owe me this amount of money, you owe me that amount of money. This one owes a little bit less, this one owes a little bit more.
Yes.
Decided to erase both of their debts. And then what did he say?
Tell me, therefore.
Tell me, answer this question. What?
Which of them will love him most?
Which of these 2 debtors do you think would love the creditor more so? And what did it say?
Simon answered and said, I suppose that he to whom he giveth most forgave most.
And he said what?
Unto him thou have rightly judged.
Thou hast rightly judged. 44 said what?
And he turned to the woman and said unto Simon,
Uh-huh.
seest thou